The sun hung low over Oloko village, its heat pressing down like an unseen weight. Palm trees swayed lazily, their shadows falling across the dusty compound where Nwanyarua struggled with her daily labor. Her face wrinkled and carved with the lines of hunger and survival, hands rough from years of farm work. Her wrapper faded from years of use. She had buried her husband years before, and since then, life had been a relentless struggle against the emptiness left behind. But now, as if widowhood and poverty were not enough, a new burden loomed. Whispers of taxation had begun to ripple through the villages of southeastern Nigeria. The colonial government, desperate to expand revenue, had forced their warrant chiefs to enforce orders on their own people. And on this particular morning, in the small but restless village of Oloko, the tension would finally explode. In the marketplace, the cries of traders filled the air. Palm oil, yams, cloth for sale. But cutting through the noise came a sharp, commanding voice. It was Chief Okugo, the warrant chief of Oloko, striding into the marketplace like a man who owned the ground itself. His staff of office gleamed in the sun, his robe flowing as though the British crown had made him king. He turned to the women busy with their goods and barked, "Every woman must be counted. The time has come for you to pay tax." The market fell silent. Women exchanged nervous glances. For long, men had been taxed, but women? Never. Women were the backbone of Igbo commerce, sustaining homes, markets, and families. Taxing them meant breaking their backs completely. One woman dared to respond. Her voice trembled at first, but then grew firm. It was Nwanyarua, widow of a fallen man, mother of struggling children. She stepped forward, wrapper tied tight around her waist, eyes burning. She faced Okugo directly. "Did you not hear that women do not pay tax in Igboland?" she demanded. Her voice cut the marketplace like a knife. Okugo sneered, "Woman, do not challenge authority. You will pay as the men pay." The crowd gasped. Nwanyarua, trembling yet resolute, spat the words back at him. "Tax the men if you must, but I, a widow, and will not carry the burden of two worlds." The confrontation hung in the air, a spark caught in dry leaves. The insult, the defiance, and it could not be contained. By evening, the story had spread beyond Oloko. Messengers carried it on bare feet to neighboring villages. "A woman has defied the warrant chief." At night, around flickering fires, women whispered, "Did you hear? They want to count us as if we were cattle. They want to tax our sweat, our trade, our wombs." The news spread like dry harmattan fire, carried in songs and gossips and ritual warnings. When Igbo women were pushed to the edge, they had weapons of their own. Not guns or swords, but symbols, rituals, and collective power. They carried palm fronds, ancient symbols of both peace and protest. They struck gongs, their metallic cry echoing across compounds to summon others. They sang ribald songs, songs laced with mockery, satire, and curses that pierced a man's dignity deeper than any blade. And in the dim courtyards, the Umuada councils and Mikiri assemblies shifted from words to action. They sent messages through drum beats and coded phrases. They told every woman, "Leave your homes, gather, we will answer this insult." The first gathering was in Oloko itself. At dawn, women poured into the village square from surrounding hamlets. Some balanced babies on their backs. Others carried calabashes filled with palm oil, symbolic offerings that could be spilled in anger. From the distance, one could hear the thunder of women's voices rising together. They clapped their hands, stamped their feet, and sang, "Any man who taxes a woman, let his yam barn rot. Any chief who cheats the people, let his house fall." The rhythm built, the energy thickened. Villagers watched in awe. Men stood at the edges, powerless, for when Igbo women gathered in such numbers, their power was sacred, unchallengeable. The air pulsed with suspense. Something monumental was unfolding. Chief Okugo, confronted by hundreds of determined women, realized too late that the insult had ignited a fire. His voice was drowned by chants. His authority, backed by British indirect rule, began to crumble under the weight of collective resistance. And so, in that dusty square of Oloko in November 1929, what began as a single widow's defiance evolved into a movement that would stretch across the eastern provinces of Nigeria. Tens of thousands of women, united by whispers, rituals, and rage, were ready to rise against the empire. The world did not know it yet, But the Aba Women's War, the greatest women's revolt in African colonial history, had begun. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next chapter of history's forgotten voices.